What's going on, you guys? It's your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with my lovely girlfriend Johnny Lee on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen It Reactions, the place where we react to everything that we ain't never seen. And today we're putting them dukes up once again for another episode reaction to Baki Hanma, Son of Ogre. This show has been outrageous, but all in all, it has been a fun experience, at least for me, because you know I love a little bit of outrageousness when it comes to Baki Grappler, you know, whatever you want to call him, Baki Hanma, Baki the Grappler, Son of the Ogre. The list goes on, what you can call them, the Ultimate Fighter. But Johnny, on the other hand, you know, it kind of takes a lot out of her because she just be like wondering, like, why are they doing certain things up in this anime? Like in the last episode, we saw how my boy Guevara was just walking around like he ran the place, and none of the security guards really acknowledged him. But as soon as he leaves the room, all the air enters back into the place, and you know the security guards just be popping off at the mouth. You know, is there anything else that you want to say about that? You know, because I feel like there are certain things that you don't agree with this show. Oh yeah. Yeah, she ain't feeling it, but hey, it don't matter because I'm feeling it. I guess in this next one we're gonna actually see this character named the Mouth, which is basically like three twins, like a set of twins, like there's just three of them, and they basically fight in unison and talk in unison.
A set of twins, but it's three.
Yeah, it's like three. It's like triplets. A set of triplets.
Yeah, I was like, ain't it a name for that? Don't they call those triplets?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like my mind is just all over the place. Cause like at first you wasn't saying that.
See,
and I was
this show got you messing up.
It's like usually I let you take the floor whenever my mind is trying to calibrate my thoughts.
Man, I be trying to calibrate my thoughts when I'm watching this show. I mean, I don't want to say too much because I don't need nobody trying to attack me, but no. This is not my show. I'll say that. I think I'd rather be watching Random the Grappler than this.
Gonna burn some muscle. That's another show. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see what this angle is talking
Terrible
about.
triplets. My poor fiance done called a set of twins, but there's three.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean.
I know you're tired. I know you're tired.
See, she got all the smoke when it comes to like.
I just said I know you're tired. I'm trying to help you.
No, you wouldn't have said.
I didn't even want to say nothing. Don't even want to say nothing.
You sound like you tired.
I am.
I didn't want to say it nothing.
I didn't want to say it nothing. I am tired. Shit, I will admit.
Even the obtuse United States is finally catching on to that fact now. They've decided to closely monitor three men. Your father, Yujiro.
Yeah, they have a satellite that automatically activates and hones on them when their heart rate reaches a certain, you know,
who we know as
Guevara.
because that means they're gonna do something dangerous. So the satellite's just honing in on like, oh, what these niggas about to do?
I mean, man-made satellites.
Man-made satellites are typically only used for military matters. However, several are dedicated to monitoring the movements of just those.
Yeah, I remember this from the manga.
The satellites continually collect images of all three of them.
Why Yujiro like he in a game of Grand Theft Auto right now, especially some 3D NPCs.
Many of them begin to move more quickly than 2.5 miles an hour.
What if somebody actually ran like that?
Right?
Of all satellites are immediately put into emergency mode and redirected.
Reminds me of that Open and Lupin III, but he had used his binoculars and saw a satellite peeping game.
The GPS systems that use those satellites can have their accuracy offset by up to 200 feet. The system filters out false positives like driving in a car, but any other movement where they're going over 2.5 miles an hour, essentially anything other than walking speed, triggers the system's response, wreaking havoc on GPS systems everywhere.
Damn.
I'm driving in the ocean.
So that's why these things, they got an explanation for everything, bro, I swear.
You two ladies having a nice chat? As you seem.
Go ahead and twirl that baton up in Guevara's face and see what happened to
It's
you.
only because this guy was refusing to eat his food, so I was giving him a warning.
Ooh, that looks like it feels good.
Remember? Or did you forget the rules?
I'm gonna beat you up.
Should I take out an eye or cut off your nose? Or maybe shatter your jaw? Either way, you need to be punished.
Okay, Rolento, ease up, my nigga.
You know, I gotta thank you. The only reason I stayed in this job as long as I have is because I've been dying to meet someone just like you. The facts here are crystal clear. You were the one who attacked me. I'm just a victim of your aggression. You provoked me when I was.
Look at this dude's eyebrows.
Right.
Have to be punished severely. On top of that, maybe worst of all, you mocked an area of personal insecurity I have about my body.
Bro, what are you gonna?
What choice do I have?
Okay, Steve Wilkos.
What else am I supposed to do with all this pent-up?
I like how Baki is just sitting there.
Yeah, boy got that muscle memory. Check yourself.
Dislocating a joint is nothing.
I was wondering, I was like, he could probably just.
And then from here, nearly anyone could.
Go ahead and catch him with your big toe. Ooh.
Please, please,
No.
help me.
I would have to let you go.
Get hold on.
Nothing. You'll get nothing in return for helping him, you know.
Holding up this dude by his thumbs.
I mean, he is an American after all.
Man. Ugh. Get ready for the absurd and downright crazy shit.
What is finna be? Old dude from the Matrix.
What's going on, Warden? Has something happened? Are you really okay with the three of us being here?
If we're here, knowing what you know,
Then it must mean that you're in
a real fix.
I'll admit that I wasn't too fond of the collateral damage that's often caused when the three of you are brought together. However, the situation has arisen.
His eyeliner is on point.
It is.
If we're
Especially
doing
them.
it, I think we ought to do it tonight.
Last game.
To be quite
Stop, just cut it out. It makes my head
He didn't start throwing up gang signs. He done got so scared.
For real. It's like on blood and on crip. I just swear I
Stop
want to.
one at a time instead. I'm pretty sure that it'll be more confusing if I say you and B, and I say seem and quite,
and I say too and well.
I imagine speaking that way.
What if y'all don't just start a K-pop band already?
Then you seem to be
Well, you display incredible coordination. To be able to speak one word at a time so smoothly like that, as if you three were a single person. I'm sure, to someone first hearing it, that distinctive delivery could be very confusing.
But you'll figure it out pretty fast.
It really is amazing. The magnificent result of three individuals working so closely together. Like how water, steam, and pistons make up a steam engine. Or the horse, whip, and jockey in horse racing. Or the sun, water, and atmosphere on Earth. Each magnificent cooperation yields magnificent results. But, among the many different combinations that exist all over this world, the smoothest and most magnificent combination, the strongest combination of all, the true king of combinations, is how the lips, teeth, and tongue work together.
Hello, Cool J.
It's finna start getting weird.
Yep.
Perhaps it's easiest to use an example that anyone can imagine, such as eating a piece of fish. First, one puts the fish in their mouth. Then, even before the fish really makes contact with the rest of the mouth, the lips draw it in and close around it with exquisite timing. The food thus envelops.
What do you got me looking at?
Since otherwise,
Sitting here explaining how to eat.
once the food is cut by the teeth, the tongue delivers it to the back of the mouth, where it is ground up by molars. Any remaining pieces are
Like they're basically trying to say it's synonymous to these guys and their
Yeah, I
fighting
get it.
style.
I get it.
The
But
food becomes smooth and easy to swallow. And speaking of the
I was a little intrigued at seeing them fight. Now that I know they're trying to beat up Mike, I'm like,
and sends them back to the lips. Perhaps even more amazingly, throughout all these intricate maneuvers, neither the
I feel like I'm in science class.
Oh, no.
It truly can be called a perfect combination.
It is the perfect
That's why
combination.
these three are
Perfect
known as the
combination.
Mouth, and individually have come to be called by the names Lip, Tooth, and Tongue. They've clearly earned the right to those names.
Listen, I'd like to ask the three of you something.
By all means.
I'm well aware that the coordination the three of you show when you're working together is no joke. But still,
Boy, them niggas could be the best background dancers.
cooperation may bring how's it
No, you're
translate
right.
to the world of fighting, especially against Iron Michael.
All of their eyeballs just went
I'll
completely
answer that
white.
question. This is a very common mistake that many people make. One might even say that your way of thinking is merely an extravagant illusion.
It's
about
like watching a
what's
Cerberus
lost.
or
But do you think that I'm
a three-headed
overestimating
dragon.
Iron Michael's abilities? Look, he might be paying for his crimes right now, but there's no doubt that he'll go down in history as one of the greatest world heavyweight champions ever. Don't you think that you guys might actually be underestimating him? Here's the thing. This isn't really something that can be easily explained with words. So just bring us to it, and we'll show you what we mean through our actions.
Dragging me out here at this hour isn't very nice, you know.
Now then, how much, Tooth?
2.5. Well, maybe 3.0 to 3.2 at the very most.
That's what I was thinking too.
You'd expect nothing less than 3.2 from him.
It's true that Iron Michael is very athletic, but still his stature...
Boy, their lip gloss is popping. I know
It
that.
is. It don't matter if it's nighttime, they in the sunlight.
Times that of a normal man.
She gonna
That's
glisten
tremendous
whenever.
fighting ability. Ridiculous! How can you say that he has only 3.2 times the ability of a normal man? He's easily as strong as 10 men, if not more.
You guys claim that you know about martial arts, but you look like amateurs.
Well, that's rude. And you're wrong. We're not amateurs in any way whatsoever. Each one of us has rather extensive training and experience in karate, boxing, and judo. Although, admittedly, we don't actually have licenses or black belts.
No way! If that's true, then this is incredibly reckless. You think you can fight a powerhouse boxer like him with limited...
I think he's
martial arts
overestimating Iron
Oh.
Michael.
I think he's overestimating.
Even to face someone like
He's
you.
underestimating the
Yeah.
triplets.
There's certainly no shortage of stories about bravery out there. Like how a certain person defeated 3 thugs
Eddie
at
Gordo.
once, or how some other person knocked out 5 juvenile delinquents. All of those stories are all about brilliant and brave fighters. So, just how much stronger are these professionals than the average man? 5 times? 6 times? 10 times? None of those is correct. Just 1.5 to 2 times stronger than ordinary. Even most world-class champions are barely 2.5 times stronger. But the real truth is even harder to handle. A champion doesn't stand any chance at all against 3 amateurs. A man who's a mere 2.5 times stronger just can't defeat 3 such
Damn, that dude's jaw is on the other side of the planet.
For
The answer's
real.
quite simple.
That shit went back to his mama's
Used
house.
to fighting against 3 men.
So basically, they're saying they're really not much better than anybody else, but
Soccer, rugby.
Right.
one man who
He hasn't developed
might be
the kind of
pretty good is not as good as 3 men that are just okay.
It's not as good as 3 men that fight in unison.
That too.
Pro wrestling, and you could really hardly call that a martial art. That's always so surprising how hard people's faces are.
Boy, his head turned into a cone like that.
He's just running away.
Damn. Yeah, tire him out.
Seriously? You actually call this travesty a fight?
Dynamic entry.
The king is crumbling.
I mean, he a boxer. What y'all expect, man?
Galaxy's greatest champions right in the face? Legendary.
That sound like your uncle who know that they favorite fighter just lost but refuses to let go.
Right.
Just who do these three think they are? Something like
Sounds like a Dallas Cowboys fan.
That too. Is he running away?
Yeah.
To the corner?
Whoa, no way!
Y'all didn't have to make Mike look this week in this damn show, y'all. Y'all know that.
In front of him.
Dempsey roll.
Right? I was gonna say that.
Of course, I see what he's
Peekaboo style.
Oh, certainly no fool, that much is clear. So in honor of the great champ, we will now use the same
defeat
thought.
with you.
Uh-oh.
Post champ wasn't ready for it.
It's gonna be multiple hands coming at you now, man. What you gonna do? And it went by so fast, man. But that was episode 5, the terrible set of twins. No, the terrible triplets, man.
The terrible twins. I will never forget that. It's twins, but it's 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't know why I was tripping, man. Whatever.
It's alright.
Don't mind me, man. It's late, but
It
yeah,
is.
that was episode 5. That was a pretty good one. Like I saw it come. That's one of the things why I just hate that I read that manga, because there are so many different details that I already knew going into this. You know, that I kind of forgot were very memorable because they're just so absurd. But it's good seeing how well it was translated. You know, I think it's probably smooth. Like it flowed a lot smoother when the mouth was talking in the Japanese sub compared to the dub, but it was decent how they kind of sync the different dialogues and make it sound like one person was talking.
Yeah, it's like whoever it was that convinced us to watch this in English. I will say I was more engaged with it in English.
Yeah.
It was still absolutely absurd and ridiculous in many ways, but I was more engaged. I will say this episode was actually pretty good. Except the whole detour we took when we had to teach people how to eat. And I was like, okay, I guess I didn't know how eating worked. But anyway,
the author just goes out of his way.
Hey,
sometimes.
he be going really in depth, and I can, you know, I would say I can appreciate that. I can appreciate his dedication.
Yeah. It's like, I like the beginning segment with Baki. I forgot about that security guard that was hassling him.
That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, that wind and stuff and thunder is kind of loud. But yeah, it's like Baki has all the muscle memory. He uses his legs most of the time, so he had no problem just kicking that dude upside his face.
Right, and then the dude humbled himself real quick, or Baki humbled him real quick, because he was like, I'm just going to report that we knocked over the tray. Excuse me, I knocked over the tray because I suck.
Right.
That will be all. Thank you.
Yeah, and big ups to that old man for maintaining his composure while he had that chipped off fingernail, like it was just pulled off.
Right? And I'm like, I'm glad Baki stepped in and defeated that dude, because I was like, you don't just get to snap off old man's fingernails like that, okay?
Right, like you just big boss man from WWE or some shit. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, we're going to see more of that craziness with Baki later on.
I'm ready for the next episode.
Yeah, I'm going to give that episode an A+. I really enjoyed that one. What would you give it?
I want to give it an A since it's the first one I've actually liked, but I guess I'll give it an A+.
Okay, well, there we have it, man. See, I always tell Jennifer, it just takes a little bit of time in the right episode.
Maybe, because him stealing George Bosch and fighting the mantis, or what I call the grasshopper at first, we both have had a what in the hell is going on moment when I called a mantis a grasshopper and when you called triplets twins.
Right. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this next episode, shall we? It's called The Man of the Sea.
Even though we'll be up against a top-class opponent who's mastered that style on an instinctual level,
We third-string
amateurs will give it a try.
I'm gonna beat y'all ass if you don't quit talking like that.
Ooh.
That's what I would have told him.
God, man, you can't win, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
This is...
I know it was blowing hard against the garage door earlier.
Uh-oh, twerk.
He was like...
This dude moves are so pretty, but not even pretty anymore.
Yeah, I was like, man, you don't get y'all believe in the shield looking asses down somewhere. Tell them to just give each other a pound, a little triple pound.
Sierra, hotel.
You can only ever dodge a single punch. Which means if 3 punches are thrown at the same time,
It is really raining hard. I really wonder if the internet and stuff is going to stay on and the lights.
Let's just keep it.
That looked like a fun sex position. Except with the foot in the face.
They are some G's with it, man.
They got his face.
Why his cheeks look like that? He can head like a damn rubbery grate.
The first is to strike the testicles. The second is to gouge.
I remember Orochi Dopo doing that demonstration.
There is one more killer technique.
The bald-headed guy with the little eye patch from the intro.
I'm not surprised that he's
like a cherry-filled waffle.
I ain't never heard of no cherry-filled waffle. I done heard of a cherry-filled donut.
No, it's like a cherry-filled waffle right there.
Just another example of how an individual's skills are worthless compared to a team's. Honestly, I don't think that we could have asked for a better.
I mean, y'all just jumped the dude.
Like, can you imagine if they just got into it and just started do-si-doing while they were stomping on his head?
What did y'all think y'all was fitting to do?
It's a ninja.
Oh, y'all thought y'all was finna mess up with my dude, Mike? Sadly mistaken.
Huh? Look there.
Really? That's the way I made an entrance right there, boy. You just roll up in there.
Just imagine if Michael Jackson had been on a concert and came out like that.
Right.
People would have just died.
Reminds me of this team from this game called Godhead.
Cowering in fear.
Action that occurs when the 3 of you are all together. Similar to the combination you see with identical triplets. You guys must be ready for anything, aren't you? Whether we're talking about the most evil villains or warriors who are recognized as the best in their fields, they all seem to come to a bad end when they meet the 3 of you. It really is very interesting.
What is the moon look real?
It do. It look cool.
In my younger days, I sailed across the seas.
That's some Kingdom Hearts shit.
You're looking a lot more confident. As soon as you took this formation, a sense of ease seemed to wash all over you.
You're through, Guevara. You see, once you've allowed us to get into this formation, any small chance that you have...
Triangle offense?
Sounds like fun.
This nigga, bruh. Really? Wow. You made a circle with that. Yeah, flick it and make sure you get all the wet moisture off.
This show is the oddest show we have ever watched.
That's good. What a relief.
I thought that damn Devil Man show was weird. Oh, what a relief it is.
Is this okay? I hope I didn't splash you.
Oh yeah, you splashed him pretty good.
Boundaries, right? What are you gonna do about it?
Really? You gonna let them stomp on you like that?
What in Hades is going on?
His bark was worse than his bite. He made everyone call him number 2, and this is how strong he is?
Boy, thanks for that face massage, y'all.
Right.
Wind. Here, nice wind.
The wind?
He just called the wind?
Yeah, is this Storm's brother?
I'm still soaking the fact that he just peed on these people.
I mean, that's what you got to do sometimes.
He just R. Kelly these people, y'all.
He did. It's like prison, peeing on people. It's all starting to make sense. This is a reference to real life. Let's go. The war paint is on, baby.
This is like he finna cut a mean ass dance move.
It's hard.
Ooh, the Tommy vacuum.
It's time to set sail.
It's nothing more than cheap theatrics.
Damn. He calling you out, bro.
Let's all come back to our senses.
Uh-oh, Power Ranger it.
It's only fair to let you know that the formation we've just established is even more deadly than the one we used earlier.
Go ahead and shit on him this time. That'll really scare him off.
Wow, look at you. You climbed up so high. You gonna be alright? Get down by yourself?
Ooh, look at that animation.
He did that Michael Jackson turn on y'all and y'all wasn't ready for it. Who is the mouth now?
Shit. Bruh.
What is going on?
They get
This
the
show?
red from Friday, bro. He got knocked up out.
Now it's only 2 of y'all left. Now you're really some twins.
The leader of the mouth felt the urge to run, as every cell in his body told him this man isn't human.
Man, you gonna pee at least making it.
He added to the puddles of urine already collected.
Wow.
So basically, y'all suck individually, like y'all initially kind of pointed out.
Right.
Hey, look at you. You got down all by yourself.
Since the three of them could no longer depend on their combination, there was no need to even bother trying to settle the fight.
Well, they kind of admitted that they suck by themselves.
Right.
He's so strong. He's too strong. He just defeated the mouth who easily beat Iron Michael with only a single punch.
Wow. Deputy Warden Samuel. Check it out. It looks to me as if there might have been a little bit of trouble here. I'll leave it up to you to handle. I'm going to bed.
Internet's starting to slow down because this is looking fuzzy.
Oh,
It is.
It is an Iron Michael.
You seriously forgot about me? That punch was really something. I've never seen one like it before.
Oh, wow, what a great honor to receive such praise.
This damn
This boxer on earth.
Che Guevara character is hilarious.
I have no doubt
Right.
that my life as a boxer would have been completely over.
Hey, what are you talking about? I mean, we're roommates, right? So we're tight like that.
You forgot about me just a second ago.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Of course, you're gonna say it's all good.
Right, it's all good, baby. It's all good.
That's actually pretty good.
What?
That
I give
part.
thanks to God that I was put into the same cell as you were. Of course, I gotta thank you even more. So thanks, boss.
It was just a pleasant little surprise for me that I got the chance for some recreational activity since I couldn't sleep. Really, I ought to be the one thanking you, my brother.
That's where you lost me, Shay. That's where you lost me.
My brother.
Mr. Guevara, whether you win or lose the fight against Oliver, I don't care. But the next day after the fight, I ask.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to say no. I won't be your boyfriend. If you want to fight me, we can do that anytime you like. Even if there isn't a wind blowing. Even if it's right here, right now.
You want to take this opportunity? What you want to do, kid? What you want to do?
Guevara, you there? Oh!
Open this goddamn door.
Boy, can you imagine he tried to squeeze your cheeks? Your organs.
He couldn't be my boyfriend.
Shit. Your yams will be depleted.
You already be squeezing too hard.
It's like if I had the vice grip of this dude, I wouldn't even touch myself.
Now then, Guevara. You've got a good
His neck is honestly. Look at these people's neck.
face.
That's an accurate representation of how he should look, though.
And it doesn't appear that you're too
I'm going to show you a picture of this dude in real life.
Please do, because he about tall as the door.
Capable of just by looking at you. Seriously, it's written all over your face. But you are impressive. You've established a new independent country, even if it's not a big one. But it's just such a pity.
What's a pity?
While God may have given you the gifts of a first-rate character, keen intelligence, and clearly plenty of leadership skills, you still have one big flaw, Guevara. Just the same as I do.
Exactly.
The way they're smiling is
Neither of
hilarious.
us likes to lose when it comes to fighting.
Growing up from a toddler to
Why he look okay? I thought he was looking cross-eyed for a second. I'm about to say what? Or he just looking over.
There's definitely a kind of immaturity behind how much we both want to win fights. Probably something we should have left behind along the way while growing up.
I became a man and stopped wanting candy. And I stopped playing with my yo-yo too.
Now, I
When I
like
grew up, I stopped
booty
playing
cheeks.
tag. I also stopped playing with toys. And I gave up collecting cards.
That's hilarious.
And yet,
That was kind of cute.
Right.
Now fighting is all that
that
remains.
remains.
While it's true that we might have much in common, there's one distinctive difference.
I got a bigger dick.
I see. So in what way do you think you're superior?
We both said different things that were way out of left field.
Right.
Well, yours was way out
So
of left
fight
field.
has to
No,
be for
yours
someone
was.
I just said I'm cooler than you.
Yeah, it was out of left
Tell
field.
me, what do you think?
I said the obvious.
Alright, if you really want to know, then here's my opinion. I think needing something or someone else to fight for is a weakness. What do you think about that, Mr. Oliver?
I think that you'll lose.
You said that you fight for another? Who is it?
Well, who else do you think? I fight for my sweet girl, of course. She's just such a cutie.
Huh? Out of everything you could possibly fight for? Some girl? So you want to show off how strong you are to your girlfriend? Just
Michael Jackson ain't beat it.
You two were the greatest rivals, the strongest foes, and that I was so happy to be able to meet you. Seriously, are you two just screwing with me? I sat here quietly listening to you talk about how fighting is all that remains, and how you're fighting for another.
Bucky.
Going on and on about what's necessary for fighting and what isn't. Stop making kissy faces and bragging about.
He's like, you don't get out of face.
Right? I was like,
draws,
did Baki
nigga.
forget how small he was?
Seriously. That's funny. You gonna grab me while you got your drawers on.
Even if two savage beasts are in the middle of battling to the death, they will nonetheless work together to fight off an intruder if one comes
I
along.
love how this narrator just comes in and states
What
the
happened to
actual
Baki
obvious.
was inevitable.
Do you think he's just jealous?
Out of all the fluids in the entire world, the most potent one, and apparently the most easily riled one, is Hanma blood. Maybe the stimulation of all this was just too much for him.
Did we make too
Turn my
many
boy into a
kissy
vegetable.
faces?
Doubt it. I'm sure it wasn't as much as you and your girl make.
She got her panties.
How stimulating that is.
Is that handkerchief a present from her or something?
Nope, you're wrong. this is just something that I bought in the town where she used to live.
Wait a sec. Wait. You mean that is
So this dude is a simp, huh?
Basically.
Come on, don't be ridiculous. Something like that would be far too
Let me guess, this woman don't even like him
ridiculous?
and takes his money.
We're lovers, aren't you?
What kind of question
I
is
can
that?
recall.
Yeah, of course we are. The two of us are very much in love with each other.
This woman probably don't even know his
Sorry
name.
you lost me.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to get it, since you're a child. No matter where I am at any given moment, as long as I have this handkerchief
It would have been more entertaining if those was draws.
it's like
It
I'm
would've.
able to feel her presence. It's just like how a fan can feel
They
the
did them
presence of
wrong
a
as hell. They did them wrong
Is
as
that
hell.
supposed to be Paul McCarthy right there at the very end?
I think so.
And I won't make any apologies
Damn.
for it. What can I say? She's just so beautiful. Here, man. What do you say?
Yeah, man, go ahead and get a sniff of this. Hit this shit.
Go ahead. It's the most fragrant
What?
thing
Once
in
again,
time.
what do you have me looking at?
Hey, man. Oh, the disrespect! Really? Man, you gotta fight
It's
now.
gonna be on now.
You got to pay. My grandma got me that chain.
Break. Wonder how that handkerchief smells now. Still the most fragrant thing in
Poor
the entire
Baki.
world.
He's not ready to fight neither one of
He
them
isn't.
if he got knocked out from that.
Yeah. But guys, that was episode 6, The Man of the Sea. We got a chance to see the mouth go up against my boy Che Guevara. He basically came in, bossed up, stuck it to one of them and made the other ones just tremble in fear and run like some little biatches.
One just sank down in the corner and the other one peed on himself.
Basically ran in a puddle of his own piss. Completely out of
I like how the
unison.
narrator decided to let us know he added to the pee that was already there. Like we didn't know.
Right. That's what's so fun about this, though. I don't remember it being like that in like the 2001 series where they always explain stuff like that. But
It wasn't this funny either.
I mean, it had its funny moments, but
This shit is a big ass comedy show.
right. But that's usually how it is with Biscuit Oliver and all these other characters. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that Iron Michael, was also featured up in the original 2001 series, like in that tournament. Except they named him something else. I think they named him Ian McGregor or some Olin McGregor, which is, I guess, something to try to prevent copyrights. Because as soon as they said it's like the dude's name, Sam Gamato, which is basically like their version of Cus Gamato.
I don't know who none of these people are.
Basically the guy that took Mike in and got him the box, like this old white guy. You know, but yeah, that's basically what that's supposed to be. Yeah, I didn't realize that's the same character, so I guess they are going with the original names from the manga that Funimation and all the other translators tried to avoid copyright with. But yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how this fight plays out. I don't even remember most of this stuff. Like I remember like bits and pieces of how it unfolded, but I mainly remember the fight with Baki and Oliver. So yeah.
I like how you just basically spoiled it for me.
How did I spoil it for you?
If you said Baki fought Oliver,
I mean, that shows, we saw that in the opening though.
I wasn't paying attention to the opening.
That's the person that he says he wants to fight. So of course
Well,
he's
that
gonna
means
fight
he
him.
defeated Shay.
I mean, not really. You don't know who he's gonna fight first. So you spoiling yourself.
Nah, you spoiled it.
I ain't spoiled nothing.
So anyway, I didn't say drugs so far in these last 2 episodes because I don't want that to get too played out. But I want to say something. They on something because this nigga sitting there sniffing a handkerchief. I'm thinking it was her drawers. Then it's talking about it's a handkerchief. Then he was like, "Oh, she gave that to you?" No, I just got it from the town where she be walking around at. Like, if it was at least some drawers, I would have understood that at least it came from her and it smells like her.
Right, I was just gonna say, I remember you tried to maintain the scent for my shirt when I first met you. Like
I did.
gave you my shirt.
And I did. But I mean it was your shirt that you had worn that you gave to me.
Exactly.
It wasn't like I just went to where you're from and bought a shirt and sniffed it. Because then I would be a weirdo.
Right.
But I'm not even gonna lie. These last 2 episodes is actually really good. I'm very shocked. I don't know if it's because I'm a little more immersed in it because it's in English, or if it's just that these were better. You did say it would get better after the last one. Yeah, I was like,
you've had a good time watching Baki before.
I think I watched the whole first season at least, and maybe most of the second one, or I forget. I don't know how the show works. But I watched a bit of it, and I had no problem. It wasn't my favorite. It's never been my favorite show. But it wasn't like, I despise it completely. But it wasn't never this absolutely insane, ridiculous, is what has been going on so far. But yeah, you was like, it should get better after the next 2 episodes. And I will say, these last 2 were really good. Yeah. So,
what did you grade that one?
The last 2 were good, and then these last 2 were good. What would I grade this one? I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give it an A+ for now.
An A+?
I wanted to give it more than an A+, but we're gonna leave it at an A+.
Okay, well, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A+ as well.
Yeah, I like these last 2 episodes. They were actually really good, and even aside from some of the weird stuff, it wasn't I'm fighting an imaginary mantis after I've kidnapped a child into my basement weird. So I definitely think A+ is deserve an A+.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. We both enjoyed this episode. Things seem to be picking up or whatever. So, yeah, I think Johnny's gonna be looking forward to these next ones because they are gonna be awesome.
I want to know the way they just knocked out Baki, and I'm like, Baki, I don't know if you're ready. But then after you just spoiled it, I'm like, he must have been.
Right. That's like I actually even told you that because I thought they explained the satellite part in the previous episode, but I guess I wasn't paying attention.
It's fine. I was like, that was also ridiculous. Just these 3 people.
I mean,
we got to have a satellite on these 3 people.
It would make sense because Yujiro is already considered one of the strongest specimens in the world. So of course the government would kind of be keeping tabs on him.
I can get him, but
and the other people too, because Oliver is considered the 2nd strongest under Yujiro. So
who was the 3rd? Oh yeah,
Guevara.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like so.
I might, and I say that if you got the strongest man on Earth plus the 2nd strongest man on Earth, I'd probably want to watch them. And then if you got a dictator leader dude who be starting revolutions, I guess we'd want to watch him too. So now it makes more sense.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to Baki Hanma episodes 5 and 6. Let us know what you think about it in the comments section below. And also, don't forget to rate. But this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. Here with my girl Johnny Lee on the 1s and 2s. And this is We Ain't Seen the Reactions. We'll catch you guys later for the next reaction to Baki Hanma. I don't know why my tongue is just... My mouth ain't right. Yeah. Baki Hanma.
It's twins, but it's 3 of them.
That's right.